if you are interested in hearing about my rave about this Moonshot Blackpink Microset fitting cushion, then keep on watching. Okay, so let's talk about the packaging about this baby right here. It is super duper beautiful. It has this holographic packaging. I mean, it's like plastic casing. It's all black around. And the width is kind of, or I should say, yeah, the width, it's kind of thick, but I think it's still compact enough to fit into my purse and carry it around with me for touch-ups. So it's not too bad. It's, I would say, like a standard size of a CC cushion. And then when you open it up, you will have a mirror, and then it comes with this type of puff that is actually one of the new style or new generation of puffs of CC cushions. Mine is obviously a little dirty because it is very well used, this cushion and sponge. And what I mean by the new generation is that instead of a round puff, it has like this slightly like pointed part where it's really good for like the inner corners of the nose, or some people like to get to the inner corners under the eyes. Yeah, it's very handy, and I think it's easier to kind of pinpoint instead of a round sponge. So I really enjoy that, and it is very soft as well. And then once you open it up, you will get the cushion right here. And the cushion is just a standard cushion. I am in the shade 201 by the way, and this cushion comes with SPF 50 plus PA+++, so that is always amazing, because we always want to be able to protect our skin from the sun, just to help with anti-aging, sunburns, and whatnot. And then for the price I've seen it range anywhere from like $30 US upwards. I've even seen it go up to like $35. But fortunately enough, I was able to actually receive this from Style Korean, and they were having a sale on this product, and it was around like $15. So I got it for like half the price. So I'm really fortunate, and I feel very fortunate and feel very lucky to be able to have got it for a steal, really. And this particular Moonshot Microsetting Fit Cushion, that is the title of this baby right here. This one has about 3 shades. I believe their other Moonshot cushion has about 3 shades as well. So unfortunately, they don't have a ton of shades for people with darker skin tones. It's really like light to medium skin tones. Like I mentioned before, I am in shade 201, and I am actually wearing it right now. So you can see like the coverage. It is so good, and you can see the finish. So for the finish, as you guys can tell, it is actually quite matte. I would not say that it is like a drying sort of matte. It is a really nice, almost kind of satiny type of matte, actually. So it's so amazing because a lot of cushions or foundations that are primarily made for oily skin, a lot of them are very drying, and if you have a dry patch, it will enhance it after about like 5, 15, 20 minutes of wearing it. But this is absolutely amazing because it is not drying. It actually feels kind of semi-moisturizing when you put it on, or it just feels very light and almost like liquidy. And when it dries, again, it dries to a very satiny finish. So it's just so perfect for oily skin people, and this was actually created for oily skin. Moonshot does have another version that is much more dewy-like and kind of like watery, has like a watery finish sort of look. for people with more dry skin, but this one in particular is for oily skin. And let's talk about the coverage. The coverage is so amazing. You guys can tell from here that it covered majority of things, and I didn't even pack on this foundation. I mean, you can still kind of peek a bit of my freckles, but everywhere else it is very full coverage. You can definitely pack this on, so it's amazing, and it doesn't even go on cakey at all. So that's really one of the most wonderful things about this cushion, is because of the texture. Really, it's very kind of like lightweight, watery, and it is very layerable. So this honestly is so amazing. It is like the answer to all oily skin girls' prayers. So if you have oily skin, you have to get it. Now let's talk about longevity. So, girl, I even wore this to a festival. I wore this to a music festival, to Life is Beautiful, and it was over 90 degrees. I wore this for, gosh, it would be anywhere from 4 p.m. onwards to like midnight, and this baby was holding up. Granted, I did obviously put in underneath this, I put a primer. I used the Innisfree purple primer, but other days I also used different primers, like a Benefit primer. So it did help a bit, I'm sure. But you know, when it's over 90 degrees, any sort of makeup is going to kind of deteriorate one way or the other. So majority of my face during this time looked intact, and it faded very gracefully, I should say. It does not look like patchy at all. The only places that I noticed it semi-separating was closer to like in between my eyebrows and on the tip of my nose, and like around the corners of my nose, just because those places get a little bit more oily. But that's pretty understandable, to be honest. It happens to every single foundation and cushion whenever it is so freaking hot. Like, it's inevitable, right? Especially if you are sweating and you're really oily. So tips for you girls out there, or guys who are a little bit more oily like me, definitely try out this cushion. However, if you want to extend longevity of it, if you're going to be wearing it for like more than 8 hours or so, like if you're going to a music festival like me, or whatever the occasion is, special occasion, definitely just try to put wow, I am totally thinking on this. Just try to put a primer underneath your cushion, and it'll help with that. And also in the places that you get more oily, try not to like really hammer this down, because honestly, inevitably, in that type of condition, it's going to separate even a little bit. But the best part about this is that it is not extremely noticeable, and it really does kind of like age gracefully, if you guys know what I mean. It like ages gracefully on your skin throughout the day. So it is so hard to find this type of cushion or foundation, for that matter, for oily skin girls that do all of those things. And finally, just so you guys know, I have been using this cushion for almost 3 weeks now, and seriously, every single time that I am wearing it, whether it be a friend, my mom, everyone's always like, oh my gosh, your skin looks so good. So honestly, it's not just me that thinks this is a really good cushion. A lot of people around me also think that it just looks really good. Definitely one of those ones that just make your skin look like your own skin, but better. And it's amazing for oily skin, and I have not broken out from this. It does not also, actually, I should touch upon this, I didn't before. Actually, for the smell, it has a very faint smell. It's kind of like a slight floral baby powder smell. it's very, very faint and it doesn't stay on your face, but when you are putting it on like around your nose, you'll slightly smell it, but it's really not anything like super noticeable or unpleasant at all. It's just kind of very, very slightly florally slash baby powdery, but you won't smell it at all throughout the day. And that was a wrap for my rave about this Moonshot Microsetting Fit cushion. That's a little bit of a mouthful, but this baby is so amazing. I 100% would buy again. The price, of course, is a little bit higher if I didn't get this for like about 50% off. But I think it's totally worth it, and I think with cushions like these, they do last a while, because even if you feel like the surface doesn't have any more of the product, don't forget you can always actually flip the sponge, and there's usually more product on the other side. Pro tip. It's unfortunate that it doesn't come with another pack like other cushions usually do, but you know what, it is so good and the packaging is so beautiful, and Blackpink endorses it for all my blinks out there. So anyway, it is just so good. Go out and buy it, go out and try it. People who have oily skin like me, you will understand and you will thank me. And let me know in the comments below if you liked this review or if you have tried this as well. I would love to hear from you guys, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye. Mwah.